Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse than you wanting to get burped and farted on by 14, 15-year-old girls, you found a way to outdo yourself. Marshall Mathers IV, you sister-sniffing stalker. Your messages that Mortal Kombat leaked out are just fucking disgusting. Like, what the fuck? That, honestly, I think that's worse than the 14, 15-year-old girl thing. That's like worse because it involves your family members, especially your mom. You want to get a fucking hand job from your mom. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like you have some serious issues. Like, Pembroke always used to make fun of you in his parody videos about being into incest, and it was true. And that's what he said in one of his responses, is like, all the shit I've said about you in those parodies was actually true. Marshall, you're fucking sick. This is not normal. And it's going to be very uncomfortable between you and Lisa Holmes when she finds out that you have fantasies about her giving you a hand job. Your mother-son relationship is probably going to get pretty awkward for a time. And as it rightfully should. It'll teach you a lesson that this is sick and disgusting and you shouldn't be thinking this way. I mean, wanting to get burped and farted on is one thing, but wanting to get a handy from your mom? And not only that, at the end of the message you said, oh, my mom could fart in my face. So you want your mom to fart on you? I almost threw up in my mouth when I read those things regarding your mom. Marshall, this is just fucking sick. You are fucking sick and you need help right away. Marshall, Mortal Kombat tried to warn you that this was going to happen if you didn't answer their questions, and you still chose not to answer their questions. So you better not be upset that these questions got out, because you had plenty of chances to avoid this from happening. But you just wanted to keep making your regurgitated videos and not answer the questions, and now everyone's keeping their word for you not answering their questions, including me. So Scott and Lisa Holmes are going to find out everything. And I do mean everything that you've done. And yeah, like I said in my community post, you're not going to know when it's coming. I have multiple ways of getting in touch with them, and you're not going to know when it's coming or how I'm going to reach out to them. But mark my words, they're going to find out. And that should terrify you, because how is your family dynamic going to change when your mom, Lisa Holmes, finds out that you fantasized about getting a hand job from her while watching your younger sister take a shit? Marshall, that is just fucking sick. You're way worse than I ever thought. Way worse than a lot of us ever thought. I mean, I saw Pembroke's responses to you, and I 100% agree that a job is not going to help you. A girlfriend's not going to help you. Going to see an escort isn't going to help you. Only getting mental health help is going to help you at this point. Nothing else will. So Marshall, you need to go back to that mental institution, right away. You've said that you wanted to be professionally diagnosed. They'll professionally diagnose you. And you know what? If you do go back, they need to know everything. They need to know, all of this sick incest stuff that you're into. They need to know your views on oral sex and how you think people who do that should be killed. They need to know everything about you. And your background, and about all these beliefs you hold and all these things you've said on the internet, so that they can properly help you. And you need to stay there for, I think, at least 3 months with constant treatment and care. Only then maybe you'll start to see and think more clearly about the world, and maybe get your shit together and get a job and live a normal life. I haven't even bothered to watch your new video yet, because I can tell it's another regurgitation. I can tell by the title, what women need to understand about shy and introverted men. Again, you've already made that video before. All the shit you're going to say in that video, we've all heard before. Why the fuck do you keep making the same videos over and over again? You know what? You deserve people telling you to join the military over and over again. You get mad at people regurgitate that advice to you to join the military, but you sure are okay with regurgitating your own stupid ass videos over and over again. So the regurgitation's only okay if it's coming from you, I guess. not anyone else. And that's just one of many things that makes you a hypocrite. And Marshall, I also did see your video about, oh, I hate Valentine's Day. I mean, in a way, I relate to that a little bit because honestly, it's not my favorite day of the year. And I do let Valentine's Day live rent-free in my head just slightly. But I just go on like it's any other day for the most part, for the daytime portion of it anyway. At nighttime, usually I end up going to the casino. There's a casino in my area, and I usually go there, have some drinks, play a slot machine, and smoke some weed. And sometimes I win, sometimes I lose every Valentine's Day. This year I won. I was only $5 in at the casino, and I won over $200. And you'll probably hear that and think, oh, well, you didn't have a bad Valentine's Day because you won money. Well, it still wasn't as good as I would have liked. I would have liked to have spent it with someone. So that didn't happen. That hasn't happened for me. So yeah, Valentine's Day is not my favorite day of the year, but you know what? I just do what I just said that I always do on Valentine's Day. Instead of going on YouTube and making a fucking 45-minute video bitching and moaning and crying about, oh, I fucking hate Valentine's Day. I fucking hate it. And I think anyone should, who celebrates that holiday should go to hell. And Marshall, you know what? I don't know if you saw my backstory video or not, but for anyone who did, I know that, you know, Wayne, my friend who I mentioned in part 1, we always used to spend Valentine's Day together and commiserate on Valentine's Day every year because neither of us were in relationships and we wanted them. Now, fast forward to today, and Wayne is married. Wayne's married, and I don't feel like angry or resentment towards him because he has someone to spend Valentine's Day with, and I still don't. I'm happy he found someone, and it doesn't matter that I didn't. And see, that's the problem with you, Marshall. If one of your little black pill buddies got a Valentine's Day date, you would instantly disown them because, like you said before, they would be a traitor to the whole incel community because they got to spend Valentine's Day with a girl. It's fucking ridiculous and hypocritical, and you'd probably be on cloud 9 and be so happy if you got to have a date on Valentine's Day. Don't pretend that you don't. You would. And so does that mean that you need to go to hell yourself because you found someone to spend Valentine's Day with? Yeah, you'll probably make an excuse for yourself saying, oh, well, you know, I've suffered so much in my life emotionally and mentally that it's what I deserve after so much suffering, so I don't think I deserve to go to hell. I could hear that already. Marshall, you need to stop with this rules for thee and not for me bullshit. If you have all these rules for how you think society should operate, they apply to you too. You don't get an exemption because you came up with them. Even though I haven't seen your what women need to understand about shy and introverted men video, let me try and respond to it without watching it. Marshall, you know what? I know what it's like to be a little more shy and introverted around women, but you know, you just need to grab yourself by the balls and go for it. You can't expect women to go and cater to shy and introverted men, because I know in that video you're going to complain about how they go for all these outgoing, loud, alpha jock player guys. And I'm not saying you have to go and be one of them, but like, you need to just grab yourself by the balls and go and risk it all and talk to a girl. Don't expect like them to all bend over backwards for shy and introverted men. You're probably going on and on about how they wish that they would go for those men, and it's so annoying that, oh, well, they give all the outgoing guys all the attention. It's because the outgoing guys aren't afraid to make a move. The outgoing guys are the ones that get their attention because they demand their attention through their behavior. You could do that too if you were willing to change your behavior and get more courage. You know, I used to be a lot worse than I was, and now I can talk to girls more confidently than I was when I was a teenager. It's doable for you too. It takes work. It does take courage, and it takes time for it to build up. And the only way it's going to build up is by you practicing it, and you refuse to practice it. It took practice for me. I still need to do more practice, I feel like, from what I've done so far. But it is doable. I'm just trying to tell you, it's doable if you're willing to actually practice and have some courage to make a move and make it happen. But then you'll probably come back and say, well, it doesn't matter anyway because I hate all women. All women are so disgusting and immoral these days with their wanting to suck dick and take dick up the butt that I'm not going to try and talk to them anyway. So then that begs the question, why are you even making this video? Why are you wasting your time making this video if you're not even going to try and talk to them anyway? And if any of them tried to talk to you, you would shut them down because they've sucked a dick or taken dick up the butt. It makes no sense, and you're just wasting your time. It wastes so much time because you would just shut them down anyway. You just wasted a whole fucking, 45 minutes to an hour talking about, oh, I wish women would come and make the first move to shy and introverted men like me, when as soon as you found out that she's ever sucked a dick, you'd instantly say, get the fuck away from me. Marshall, you're just wasting your own time making these videos. Just go and get yourself help. And also, you had a girl make the first move to you. You had a girl make the first move to you. And what did you do? Oh, you're not beautiful and pure enough for me, so I don't want to go out with you. You fucking moron. A girl literally did what you're asking for in that video, and then you just go ahead and reject her for those reasons. You know, I guess to jump ahead in my backstory a little bit, that's how I lost my virginity. Is I had a girl approach me and ask me out, and I went out with her and we hooked up in the back of my car, and that's how I lost my virginity. It could have happened to you too, Marshall. You could have had the same outcome that I did, but you refused to give that girl a chance. So Marshall, that's about all I have to say to you right now. I have to get back to work. So be aware that Scott and Lisa Holmes are going to find out everything when you least expect it. I hope you decide to go and get yourself help. Maybe I'll reconsider if you go and get yourself help and you show proof that you went to that mental institution and are trying to get help and get better. But you probably won't. But this is Blazing Bad 420, and I'm out.